Ever heard of Shoals Lake? Nestled deep in the Ozark Mountains, it's a paradise for boaters and anglers. But beneath its shimmering surface and along its misty shores, something else lurks, something ancient and unsettling. They say some secrets are best left buried, but here, the water doesn't just hide them, it keeps them alive. Welcome to the Ozark Abyss, where every ripple tells a story, and every shadow holds a truth you might not be ready for. Tonight, we're diving deep into the lost secrets of Shoals, exploring three tales that blur the line between local legend and chilling reality. From sunken towns with strange new inhabitants to phantom travelers on a river of mist, and a hidden gateway to a world we were never meant to see. So, turn down the lights and get ready. The Ozarks are calling. Our first story takes us 80 feet beneath the waves, to a place that was once a lively community named Oakland. Before the White River was dammed in the 1950s, Oakland was a real town, with homes, a general store, and families who lived their entire lives there. When the waters rose, the town didn't vanish. It was just submerged. Today, it's a ghost town at the bottom of the lake. Most people think it's just a collection of silent, decaying ruins. But local divers, the ones brave enough to explore the depths on the darkest nights, tell a different story. They say if you go out on a new moon, when the sky is pitch black, and you stare down into the water, you'll see it. Faint lights flickering in the windows of the sunken houses. Now, your first thought might be reflections, maybe moonlight or starlight playing tricks on your eyes. But there is no moon. These lights pulse with a strange biological rhythm. It's a bioluminescent signal coming from within the drowned structures. Legend has it that something has moved into the old general store. Something that doesn't need air to breathe. Something that thrives in the cold, crushing pressure of the deep. They say it's been there for decades, slowly rewriting the town's history in the silt and mud of the lake bed. It arranges old artifacts, carves strange symbols on the rotten wood, and watches. It's always watching, waiting for a curious swimmer or an overconfident diver to venture just a little too far down, drawn in by the phantom lights of a town that refuses to die. What happens if you answer that silent invitation? The divers who've seen the lights and turned back don't know for sure. They just say that sometimes, when they surface, they feel like a part of them got left behind in the dark, cold water of Oakland. Now, let's move from the depths of the lake to the surface of the river that feeds it. Anyone who has been fishing on the White River at 4 in the morning knows about the ghost mist. It's not your average fog. This is a thick, soupy blanket that rolls in without warning. So dense you can't even see the lure at the end of your own fishing line. Your entire world shrinks to just you and your boat, floating in a sea of white. It's an eerie, isolating experience. But the old-timers, the fishermen who have spent their lives on this river, will give you a chilling piece of advice. If you're out there in the ghost mist and you see a silhouette, a figure that seems to be walking on the water, you never, ever cut your engine. You don't call out. You just keep moving. They call them the mistwalkers. Now, these aren't ghosts in the traditional sense. The stories say they are travelers, people from a parallel Ozark, a dimension where the Shoals Dam was never built, and the White River still flows wild and untamed. They appear in our world lost, searching for something that no longer exists here. They carry old-fashioned lanterns, but the light they cast isn't warm or yellow. It's a cold violet flame that doesn't seem to illuminate anything around it. They are looking for the old bridge, a bridge that used to cross the river right near this spot. Back in 1940, it was torn down long ago. The legend says if you make eye contact with a mistwalker, if you let them see you watching them, the mist will never lift for you. You'll just keep drifting, your boat silently carried along by an unseen current until you cross over. You'll find yourself on the same river, under the same sky, but in their world. A world where your home doesn't exist, where the faces are strange, and where the bridge they were searching for is standing right in front of you. You'll be the ghost then, a lost traveler in a land that is almost, but not quite, your own. For our final tale, we go from the water to the earth, deep inside the Bull Shoals caverns. These caves are ancient, formed over millions of years. A popular tourist spot known for its stunning limestone formations. You can take a guided tour, see the stalactites and stalagmites, and learn about the geology of the Ozarks. But what the official tour doesn't show you is what lies beyond the marked path. There are crawl spaces and tight tunnels that lead deep into the mountain, places only a few brave spelunkers have ever explored. My buddy, an experienced caver, was exploring one of these off-limits passages. He wriggled through a narrow opening and found himself in a small, uncharted chamber. One wall looked different from the rest. He ran his hand over it, expecting the cold, rough feel of limestone. Instead, it felt warm and smooth, almost like plastic. Puzzled, he shined his powerful headlamp directly on it. That's when the impossible happened. The rock wall turned transparent. It became like a one-way mirror, and what he saw on the other side made his blood run cold. It was a laboratory. Not some dusty, forgotten workshop, but a sleek, futuristic facility. It was all polished metal and humming machinery, with rows of computer screens. And every single screen showed a live video feed of the Bull Shoals Dam, from dozens of different angles above, below, even inside the turbines. He realized instantly that the caverns weren't just a natural wonder. They were camouflage, a cover for a massive underground monitoring station hidden within the heart of the mountain. And they weren't watching for geological shifts or monitoring fish populations. The angles, the detail, they were watching us. The people living around the lake, the tourists on the water, everything. This story suggests that the dam, the lake, the entire region, it's all part of something much bigger. We think the dam provides hydroelectric power, but what if that's just a cover story? What if the real purpose of this immense structure is to power this hidden facility? And what are they so afraid we'll find out? My buddy scrambled out of there as fast as he could. The image of that secret lab burned into his mind. He says we're all living on top of a secret so profound, it could change our understanding of everything. The Ozarks aren't just hills and rivers. They're a stage, and someone or something is watching the play from a hidden room beneath our feet. From the glowing windows of a sunken town to the phantom walkers of a misty river and a secret high-tech base hidden in ancient caves, the Ozarks hold their secrets tight. Are these just campfire stories, spun by fishermen and old-timers to spook the tourists? Or is there a thread of truth woven through these legends? The beauty of Bull Shoals is undeniable, but perhaps its greatest mystery is the one that lies just out of sight. In the deep water, the thick fog, or the dark earth. What you choose to believe is up to you. But the next time you're out on the lake as the sun goes down, just remember, you might not be alone. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the Ozark Abyss. If you have a local legend or a strange story from your own hometown, share it in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more dives into the unknown. Stay curious and stay safe.